Christmas mean to you? Lots of lovely food.
In the 80s, we all sat entranced as television special effects ran wild. Imagine the fun of seeing 5 versions of you on the screen at the same time. Throw in a self-penned carol and a little boy who can't pronounce his R's, and you've got all the elements for a classic Christmas fix-it.
What does Christmas mean to you? Lots of lovely food and presents too.
The way I seem to have written my letter and the song itself seemed to have an awful lot of R's in it, which I couldn't say at the time. So I got a lot of teasing at school when I got back about not being able to say my R's, saying Christmas and Camwood Twickery.
Then the Christmas message will be coming true.
But sometimes Jim'll Fix It would show real ambition in its festive specials. The production team wanted to explore the real spirit of Christmas. The only problem was finding a child who wanted to explore it with them.
Now then, it do say here, from Strawberry Field, Liverpool 25. Dear Jim, I would like to visit the Holy Land to see where Jesus lived. Could you do anything about it? Thanks very much, Gary.
I lived in Strawberry Fields, which is a children's home run by the Salvation Army, and I was told that the BBC wanted somebody 12 years of age to go to the Holy Land with Jimmy Savile.
Well, that really took some fixing, but here we are in beautiful Israel.
Jim became Gary's guide to the Holy Land as he explained the basics of the greatest story ever told.
This is where Jesus came with his cross. Here you can see how difficult life was for Jesus when he was having to carry his cross all the way up this hill and up these steps, and it was a hot day like this. And, I mean, we're sweating enough now as it is, but just imagine having to carry your own cross up here.
And what more could a young boy ask for at Christmas than a heavy dose of religious education with Jimmy Savile?
Now, the Bible tells us that Jesus was crucified in a place called Golgotha, and that means the place of a skull. Now, Gary, that does look like a skull, doesn't it? That hill with the eyes and the broken nose.
I remember spending a lot of time with Jimmy Savile. We'd spend about between 5-7 hours a day together, having conversations, ice cream, drinks.
How about we should go off together and go see where he was born? Good idea?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Listen, I've got a great idea. It is about 5 miles from here to there. How about we should do it like he did it, and we should walk? Yeah?
Okay, yeah.
You strong enough?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
You carry me if I get tired?
No.
You'd better. Right, off we go then.
Looking back at me being 12, one of the funniest things I always look at is me blue hat, because it was too hot on the day, and so I was told by Jimmy Savile, you've got to wear it, and me grey socks, which came right up to my knees, and me sandals.
But despite following in the footsteps of Jesus, Jimmy and Gary took the occasional easy option. Hey, even disciples get tired.
Jimmy Savile had his walking stick and said to me about, doing a walk for 5 miles. But once the film had stopped rolling, we then jumped in the taxi and then walked for about 50 yards, which was great for me because it was too hot to walk anyway.
How about that then? How about that? Nice hand, ladies and gentlemen, for that piece of film there. That is your stick I brought back for you. You can stand up, take it, and walk back over to the beanbags. How about that then? Try. See if you've got enough strength to manage it over there. Off he goes now, ladies and gentlemen. How about that then? Yes, indeed. Yeah.
It pains me to talk about Jim'll Fix It because I wrote to him when I was 7. I didn't get a reply. I asked if I could have a ride in a kangaroo's pouch. Could have been easily sorted.
Christmas television has always been geared towards what children want to see, and that means their favourite stars, like Simon Bates and the Household Cavalry.
Good morning and welcome to Christmas Day in London. We're live from Hyde Park Barracks, and as you can see, this day is very much like any other of the 365 in the year because it's a busy day for the household cavalry. It's also fairly chilly, a nice Christmassy chill in the air, but in the warm is Floella Benjamin.
But this wasn't such a Merry Christmas for Roger de Courcy. Kids say the funniest things, but not if you're a ventriloquist.
What's his name?
What's his name? This is Nookie. Yes. Sit yourself. He enjoys that. Of course he has, because that's the way he works. And what's your name? What did you all get for Christmas? Come in, come sit down.
With his star turn rapidly becoming a nightmare, Roger was hoping for a little help from his friends.
Come on. You got a pram, and what did you get? Cotton?
None was forthcoming.
Hey, what did you get? If you pull that, it'll come off. Yes. What did you get for Christmas?
I got action.
You like Nookie, do you?
I got action man.
Really? I see. You've got action man. You do like pulling bears, don't you? He's ever so gentle, you know. He's not a frightened bear. Oh, I don't know.
Roger finally had to resort to drastic measures.
Oh, sorry, Chip. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's circus time. It's Billy's Mart Christmas Circus.
It was a good, thumping, old-fashioned circus, and it went on for years, and millions of people tuned in to watch it.
And for young Christmas TV viewers and a whole menagerie of showbiz animals, there was no escaping Billy Smart's circus. 1986 was the last time the circus would be on the BBC. It was a day the elephants would never forget. In the 70s and 80s, celebrities spent the weeks running up to Christmas desperately scouring the country, trying to find one of the few children's homes or hospitals which hadn't already agreed to take part in a television special.
If you ever had to work anywhere on a Christmas morning, you couldn't find a better location than where there were plenty of children.
It was bad enough for kids spending Christmas in hospital, but if you were particularly unlucky, Leslie Crowther would turn up with his own singular style of musical medication.
Merry Christmas from all of us to all of you. It really is lovely. What we've discovered that in these troubled times, we've been talking about one of the antidotes for, you know, some of the aggro that's going on, and we all think that friendship is rather a good thing. So what have we got to be? Friends! Isn't it rather nice to have to rely upon, shoulders to cry upon? You must have friends.
I was aware of Leslie Crowther from Children's Hospitals. That sort of air of, look, even if we haven't got that many presents, look, at least we're not in hospital with Leslie Crowther.
And now we're going to meet some of the real stars of the show, who are, of course, the boys and girls who are in hospital. Hello.
And though not strictly a qualified doctor, Leslie was not shy about dishing out some showbiz diagnoses.
Oh, I can see it's a big what. Well, good luck. Hope it goes very quickly. And what's wrong with you, Shane?
I can't stop coughing.
You can't stop coughing? We want give up smoking the fag. That's what's wrong with it.
And just when you thought things couldn't get any worse.
Let's have a really super Royal Infirmary welcome for Keith Harris.
Children's presenters got the chance to shine at Christmas, and there was no better place than All-Star Record Breakers. Here, Roy Castle gave them a once-a-year chance to prove they could cut the mustard without Big Ted, Little Ted, Humpty or Shep.
If you're the tallest, the smallest.
Some of us were actors originally. I mean, John Noakes and I were actors. Some were singers, some were presenters, some were journalists, but everyone mucked in.
I do hope you've really come to stay. We've got a little wood with moss in it and beetles. Hello, beetle.
Hello, fairy.
What happens at Christmas is that those presenters, they get taken out of their usual bubble and they are forced, because it is Christmas, that is the Christmas law, that they have to do something that they've never done before in their life, and they have to dress up in a silly costume.